Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to start on writing two-step equations. So here are a couple examples you might remember from when we were writing equations last fall. You'd have a question like 6 more than a number is 15. And there's a couple key words here. Is means equal to. More than usually means adding. So if I wanted to write this, I would write 6 more than a number. So we got to pick a variable here because we don't know what that number is. So let's say y is 15. So when it says write an equation, that's all we have to do. If it doesn't say solve the equation, then we don't need to figure out what y is. We can just write the equation. So for the second one, it says the quotient of a number and 2 is 7. So as soon as we see is, we know it's going to equal 7. Now I'm trying to remember what quotient means. Sum, more than, those are addition. Less than, subtracting, those do minus signs. Product is multiplication. So quotient must be division. So I'm going to draw my division line, and it says the quotient of a number, so I don't know what that number is, and 2 is 7. So whenever I see the word quotient, I know it's going to be division. A number means it's going to be a variable because I don't know what that number is. And 2 is 7. So this is my equation. And again, it doesn't say solve it. I'm just writing it. But those were just one-step equations. Now we're getting into two-step equations, which are a little bit trickier. So here I have a question that says 6 more than twice a number is 20. Well, right away, I see that word is 20. 6 more than, well, I did that before, 6 plus twice a number. So twice a number means 2 times a number. Since I don't know what that number is, I know I'm going to have to use a variable. So 2 times a number. So let's see if this works. 6 more than, twice a number, is 20. So here is my two-step equation. And you can see that it's 2 steps because I have my 6 plus there, and I have a 2 times here. So I know I'm going to have to use at least 2 steps to solve this. But I don't need to do that right now. It just says write the equation. All right, here's our next example. Right away, I'm looking for the word is. 18 is. So right away I can write 18 is. Now I just have to deal with the rest of it. 6 less than. All right, alarm bells should be going off in your head because when you see the words less than, that means whatever is in front of it is going to be subtracted at the end. Think, for example, 2 less than 10. You know that that's 8. But how did you do it? You said in your head 10 minus 2 equals 8. So you took these words less than and put this 2 at the end. 10 minus 2 is 2 less than 10. So we're going to have to do the same thing up here. 6 less than means minus 6 goes at the end. Anytime you see the words less than, it means minus that thing at the end. Now we just have to put in 4 times a number. We don't know what that number is, so it's just going to be 4 times a variable. And we have our expression. 18 is 6 less than 4 times a number. And that is our equation. All right, so now we've got a long one. The first thing I'm going to look for is equal to. So I know right away at the end is equal to 14. Now I can look at the rest of it. The quotient of a number we learned before is division. So let's write our little division line. What's on top? A number. Don't know what that number is, so I'm just going to put a variable up there. And 5, so 5 goes on the bottom. And that is the quotient of a number in 5. What's next? Increased by 8. Well, we know increase make things go up, and it's not multiplication. So increased by 8 just means add 8 to it. And that is our equation. The quotient of a number in 5, we did that, increased by 8, we did that, is equal to 14, we did that. I would like you to pause the video and try this on your own before continuing. 4 more than 3 times a number is negative 26. You don't have to solve it, but I would like you to try to write the expression on your worksheet before seeing the answer. So go ahead and pause the video now. All right, hopefully you've had a chance to try this. If you haven't, pause the video. The first thing we're going to look for is negative 26. So I'm right away going to put down is negative 26. 4 more than, we know that's 4 plus. And 3 times a number, we don't know what that number is, so it's 3 times a variable. And that is our expression. Remember, we don't have to solve this equation, we just have to write it down. All right, the next one I want you to try is 24 is 6 less than twice a number. So pause the video now and try it on your worksheet. Did you pause? I hope so, because now we're going to do it. 24 is, so that's the word we're looking for, is. 24 is. All right, now we have less than. That's one of the phrases that we got to be careful of, because less than, remember, put 6 at the end. 6 less than means minus 6. Twice a number, we don't know what that number is, but we do know that twice means 2 times. So twice a number is 2 times a number. And our equation is 24 is 2 times a number minus 6.
So is this your...
All right, this is the last one we're going to do. And again, I'm going to read it, but I'd like you to pause it and try it yourself. The quotient of a number and 7 increased by 6 is equal to 12. So go ahead and pause the video and try it yourself first on your worksheet. Today, the fish is blue. All right, so let's write an equation for this statement. Let's look for is or is equal to. Right here, I see it. Is equal to 12. So we know right away it's going to be equal to 12. Now let's do the rest of it. The quotient, that was that word that means divided by. So let's put a line there. The quotient of a number and 7. So we don't know what the top is. It's a number and 7. And that is the quotient of a number and 7. Increased by 6. What does that mean? Increase means go up. So we're going to add 6. Is equal to 12. And look at that. We're already done. The quotient of a number and 7 increased by 6 is equal to 12. That is our equation. Hope this helps.